Yeah, or so big insurance companies, banks, like the two biggest voices against sort of the remote thing are like JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon and like even Elon Musk, right? And they use a bunch of data, they use a bunch of information. But the truth is, like, for their businesses, that's true, right? Whether it's like an old, 100-year-old, outdated bank, and I can say that because I did work for them a long time ago.
Yeah, Sharif's 100 years old. He knows how old they are.
Yeah, it's just like way too big. I mean, it's bigger than most countries, right?
Mhm.
Or is it just Elon Musk, who's super controversial and he's innovating on a bunch of different fronts? But the truth is, it's like for his business, it doesn't make sense to be remote because he's working on a bunch of hardware, whether it's cars or rockets or whatever he's working on. It's like,
it's just not. It doesn't make sense.
you can't do that. Most of that work, you know.
And you don't have to work for Tesla. The people that work at Tesla on site, they believe in it. They believe enough to move away from their families and go on site. And you should admire that conviction. You shouldn't critique 100%. It because it's not remote. And also Elon Musk, the things he's trying to accomplish require sacrifice. Hey, but he gets results the way it works, and the people who work for him believe in what he believes in. So he's not exploiting labor by saying you have to be on site. Like, he doesn't hire people that don't believe in the mission.
Everyone's choosing to be there, and everyone's choosing to take sacrifices to achieve unbelievable things and move industries forward. Totally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't have to, people ask, like, they say, hey, you're going to work as harder than you've ever done before, and you're going to sacrifice and do all these things. And if not, then leave. And then you have all these think pieces about people saying, how dare you, and whatever. It's not how dare you. Live your life and value the things that you value, right? Enjoy what you enjoy and understand that there are trade-offs. You cannot do these unbelievable, hard, difficult, extraordinary things and also not have huge sacrificing costs or trade-offs associated with that. It doesn't mean that you need to wear yourself down, but to some extent, there needs to be sort of a push and pull and trade-offs. I mean, I totally agree. And I think as long as you can be sort of transparent about your values and what you're driving towards and why you're doing it, and then people sort of opt into those things, I think that's totally fair. And you're totally right. Everyone wants, from the top down, businesses and everything, they want people and things to run the way that they would run them, to share their values with it. And that's not diversity at all, right? Diversity is like working with people that you disagree with on a bunch of things to achieve things together. And achieving them most effectively is going to involve different people with different ideas working together.
Yeah. You know what I think makes great products is a level of rigor where you don't get any like intellectual breaks. It's hard, emotional work. And the only way you do that is you have to work with people that you don't have the cultural shorthand with. So if I came from the same background as a lot of my initial jobs before pre-COVID, we had a cultural shorthand. So we don't have to explain ourselves. We could use like the same mental models and analogies that make them understand it really quickly. Right. And then that ostracizes the minority person that is the diversity hire. But at Produce Pay, most of the people I work with, I don't have a cultural shorthand. I have to articulate my ideas. I have to do the extra work to write down why I think I should do something. Because there's no way that I could just say, oh, jargon. Oh, yeah, jargon. Yeah, of course.
Totally. Yeah, and the jargon also is a part of that, right? It's like the alphabet soup. Companies, especially in finance, but across the board, if you let enough similar people in a room long enough, like, they're going to find ways to just abbreviate words and terms and things for no reason. Yeah. And it's like, it gets in the way of efficiency. And it's just like, explain things simply, right? Make the case, build your storytelling capabilities, encourage disagreement, have people make the case. But if everyone's agreeing on stuff like that, you sort of don't have that muscle anymore, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not about like, I like what you said earlier about like, this idea of people are more interested in being sort of right than they are about being right. And what I mean by that is you're willing to be wrong about something just so that you can sort of appear as the winner, or like you won or are right, right? But to
Yeah.
be accurate is better, right? And that we should be encouraged over somehow appearing like you made the right call, or that your initial idea or proposal was like perfect, or that you were even correct in some of the assumptions you made, right?